guys, it's Natalia, and today we have the long-awaited 2021 recap and my 2022 goals. I always get super excited at the end of the year to make a video like this because I'm just such a New Year's resolution type of gal and love making goals. So I'm very excited for today's video. I'm also excited because it's the first time that I have a previous video to look back on with my goals. Last year I made a 2021 vision board video and I haven't really watched it since, so I kind of want to go back through that and see what I accomplished, what maybe I didn't, what things changed, all that type of stuff, and then create my 2022 one. So kind of want to keep this as a yearly thing because I think it's super fun to look back on it. So we're gonna first look back on that video. I am kind of scared because I literally do not remember what I said, but I've got my laptop here, so we're going to quickly go through it. I'm not gonna go through the entire thing, but I just want to hit all of the actual goals that I said and then kind of tell you guys what I actually did and didn't do.
Hey guys, it's Natalia, and today I'm going to be manifesting my 2021. I'm going to make my vision board for the year.
Can we also talk about the fact that I was literally living at my parents' house still at the beginning of the year, and that feels like it was ages ago.
So something that's going to be happening in the new year is that I am moving out.
So obviously, yes, I did move out. That was already planned, so it's not something that I was I hope I move out. I did move out and it was fun and I love my little house.
So these are the goals that Natalia would like to hit in 2021. I want to hit 50,000 on Instagram. I currently have 13.3 thousand.
So unfortunately, I did not hit 50K on Instagram, but I did get to 28K, which I think is still really, really friggin' cool.
I would love to hit 1,000 orders. I'm at 400-ish, so I don't think it should be too difficult.
I also did not hit 1,000 orders, but I was so freaking close. If I didn't have all my pattern making issues and I would have been able to do a restock, I think I would have hit 1,000, but let me check. I'm at 935 orders, so we were close, but I also didn't have as many launches this year as I thought I would because I had a few months off. I did pop-up shops and stuff, so it was different in that sense. I feel if the pop-up shop orders would have counted into the number and stuff, then maybe I would have actually reached it, but you know what? That's okay. We were very close, very close.
I would like to have a small team.
That kind of yes, because Kennedy has been working for me for about a year now at this point, which is really, really cool, and we've literally done so much and she's been super helpful and she's been very, very consistent. Every week she does stuff for me, so definitely have her. And Starry, who's my seamstress right now, has started to come in a lot more over the past couple months, so hopefully continuing that into the next year. But I would say yeah, I kind of have actually built up a pretty good little team and hopefully grows a little bit more, but you know what? We did that.
I would love to hit 50,000 subscribers on YouTube, if not 100,000.
Honestly, I hit 50K pretty early on into the year. I think I have about 83K right now, so we were so close to the 100K goal, but I'm shocked I even made it past 50 because I think I started the year with 20-ish or so. Insane amount of growth.
And then on TikTok, I would also like to get to 100,000. I have 48,000 right now.
We did not do that. I think I have around 64,000 or something on TikTok right now. Yeah, I didn't have that much growth on there this year. I feel I didn't push it as much as I did in 2020, so we did not get to 100K.
I really want to work a lot on in 2021. It's just kind of really being in tune with myself and my emotions and the way I feel, the way that I need to process things.
Honestly, I think I worked really, really well on this goal without even thinking about it. I did not remember that I put this in as a goal, but I think that generally this year I was a lot more in tune with when my body needed rest, when my mind needed rest, kind of balancing that act a little bit more. It's still something that I feel I need to continue to learn and grow on, but I think that compared to where I was in 2020 with everything, I think that I've learned to balance it a lot more than I was at that time.
I have a flight for June to Spain, and I'm hoping and praying that it actually works out.
So that flight didn't work out, but I did end up going to Spain later on in the year in the fall. So you know what? We still manifested that.
Travel again in 2021 and just kind of leave because I need to move around. I cannot be in one place for too long.
We did manifest that because I did travel a whole lot in 2021 comparatively to obviously 2020. We went to LA a few times, New York, Spain, Portugal. I'm now in Dallas. We did a lot of things. I think that one was a good goal. So that basically sums up my 2021 goals and recap of them. I think I did pretty well on all of them and getting myself to where I wanted to be. Obviously there's certain things that I didn't fully achieve, but you know what? Those can just roll over into this year. Which, let's get started on this year's goals. I did write them down in my Gucci notebook again, but I did not bring the notebook with me. So I took a picture of it. All right, 2021 goals. We are gonna go straight into the career goals, the numbers, all the things. So currently on my YouTube channel, I have 83.7 subscribers. So in the new year, I think I'm definitely gonna get to 100K, just like naturally over time. I feel like that's like an easy thing to get to. So I don't wanna put that as my goal because that just seems too easy. So we're gonna reach a little bit and we're gonna go towards 200K on YouTube. Granted, I know maybe we won't reach it, but I think it's always good to set some high goals. So 200K on YouTube would be so freaking cool. Next, since we did not get 50K on Instagram last year, I think that's my goal for this year. I think it's still kind of like a reach, but you know what? We're gonna keep putting it on there and hope that one of these days we get there. On my personal Instagram, I would like to get to 20K. I'm currently at like 9,000-ish on there, and I didn't really intend to grow that one over the past year, but it naturally has, so I feel like I might as well take advantage of it. So 20K would be really cool on that account. Next, since we did not get to the 100K on TikTok, that is definitely my goal for this year as far as my like brand TikTok, because I did end up getting a couple other TikToks this year, but brand TikTok, I would love to get to 100K. I think that I've like slacked on TikTok a little bit, so I want to, you know, bring that back up and kind of like work on it a little bit more. I would also like to get 50K on my personal TikTok. I want to like expand that one a little bit more and do more like, you know, lifestyle-y type content, kind of like my YouTube content, but on TikTok. So would love to grow that one to like 50K. I think I'm at like very little. Let me double check myself. I have about 400 followers on there, so I've got a lot of growing to do, but I think that if I put the time and effort into it, it could probably grow, but we'll see. Next, I want to hit 5K on my Unfiltered Fashion Talks TikTok, and that one is currently at 100 followers, right on the dot. So I would like to, you know, grow that one a little bit, so we will see. I really want to like push my podcast a lot more this year, so we'll work on it. We'll see if we get there. And speaking on the podcast, I would also like to get to 1,000 on the YouTube channel for it. I think I'm at like 500-ish right now, so 1,000 would be cool. Maybe we could push it to like 2,000 or something, but I would like to pass the 1,000 mark on there at some point this year. And then on my Unfiltered Fashion Talks Instagram, I would also like to pass the 1K mark. I think I'm at like 500 something as well on there, so would like to, you know, get to the thousands on those. I think it'd be really cool. I know that it's not going to grow as fast as like my personal YouTube channel or anything like that, but I have really enjoyed it, and I think I'm having like really fun conversations with people on there, so really would love to grow that a little bit more. Next, I would like to start getting more paid sponsorships. That's something I dived into kind of like unexpectedly last year. I started getting a lot more brands reaching out to me and things, which was really cool, and navigating that space has been, you know, like very new to me, but it's something that I want to dive into a little bit more, especially now since my following is growing and I'm, you know, a little bit more reputable for that. I would really like to take advantage of that as far as like doing that on my YouTube channel and my Instagram or wherever. I would also like to start collaborating with other creators, whether that be like making, you know, collaborative YouTube videos or like an actual like design collaboration or whatever it may be. I just want to start like collaborating with people because I think I've made really great connections this past year, especially with the podcast, and I really want to expand on that just because I think collaborations are a great way for like mutual growth and also just like really good to work with people. So the next thing I'd like to do is do New York Fashion Week for the spring and fall. I think I'm already planning on spring, which is in February, so it's like, you know, very soon into the year, but I would like to do both of those again. I think it's been super fun being able to do events in 2021, and it's something I really want to expand on a little bit more in 2022, especially since like things are kind of opening up a little bit more, even though now we have another variant, but I don't think that we're gonna like shut down the way we did at the beginning since things are a little bit more regulated now. So fingers crossed things go well and we can still continue to have safe in-person events, because I would love to do New York again. And along with that, I would also like to do more pop-up shops or just like generally in-person events. Like I just want to be able to go out in the world and have like you guys be able to see my clothes in person, buy things in person, or at least like feel my clothes in person. Like there's so much value in being able to like actually physically see a product, try it on, or like feel it before buying it, and I want to be able to give you guys that. So I would love to do more pop-up shops in the next year. And my very last big goal for the year is to hopefully move to LA. I have just reached a point of like being very stagnant where I am in Indiana, and I don't hate it and I live very comfortably, but I don't like to live comfortably. Like I want to do more and I want to be able to grow more, collaborate with people more, and be able to do more in-person things, and I just can't do that in Indiana because it's not my target audience. It's not like the place to do it. So ideally I would really love to move to LA, but we will see. That's my big goal. I feel like it is slightly unattainable with in the next year, but like maybe not. So I'm gonna put it out there just in case. It is never a bad thing to put big goals out there. If it doesn't happen, move it to the next year. It's all good. Anyway, those are my career goals for 2022. I am very excited for what the year has to offer already. I think that there's gonna be just a lot of really great things happening. As far as personal life goals, I honestly didn't write any down in my notebook back home, but I do have a few, and I think it kind of goes back into, you know, what I said in my 2021 video. Is just like I would like to work on like knowing myself better, being able to balance that like self-care and like business side of things, just because I can be such a workaholic sometimes and like really drain myself in that sense, and I really want to make sure I like balance taking care of myself, but in a healthy way that I'm still like being very productive on business end of things. Like you don't want to go to one way or the other. So learning to balance that is definitely in the books for next year, and also just like socializing a little bit more and like putting myself out there and like making friends and doing the things, because it is rough to live by yourself and to work for yourself and to not really see people often. So I want to, you know, prioritize that a little bit more in the next year and be able to like, you know, hang out with people and do fun things. So that's something. But other than that, I feel very content with where I'm at in life. I hope to travel a little bit more next year, but I think that's naturally going to come with like all the events and stuff like it did last year. So that would be fun. I don't think I'm going to have very many like for fun travels necessarily, just because I want to save to be able to move to LA. So it's not something that I'm like going to invest in this year necessarily. But yeah, I am very excited for what 2022 has to offer. I think it'll be really friggin' great. And yeah, I'm gonna make my vision board. I'm gonna put it on my laptop for now and my desktop when I get home, which I don't know if I mentioned this, but currently in Dallas, this is my room at my parents' new house here. So that's where we're at. And yeah, super excited. Let's get to the vision board. For today's video, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it inspired you. I hope that you go out and write your goals, make your vision boards. There's something about visualizing it and like physically writing it that just like brings it to life a little bit more than just like keeping it in your head. So go do it if you haven't already, and let me know what your goals are down below. I love hearing people's New Year's resolutions. I love hearing what you guys want to do. And again, the more you say it, the more you write it down, the more likely it is to come to life. So leave it down below. Would love to hear it. And that is it for today's video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.